Kidding.
Justin all the time. Non-stop joking. Wow, guys.
We're here.
In the saddle, baby. Welcome. Hair of the dog, they call it, you know?
What is that? A special course?
Coors Banquet.
Ooh.
Yeah, Legacy can.
Legacy.
Into the mic is good, Jesse.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Well, I didn't bring you here just to... I mean, it's going to be a Will-centric episode,
That's
but
what I thought.
I didn't bring you here just to sit there
Yeah, you're right.
I am the center of the world.
I know you are.
for an hour.
Yeah.
For about an hour.
I kind of want a beer now.
There's one in the fridge if you
All right,
want.
I'll get it. Right
Do you
before I
have
start
anything
talking.
gluten-free? Do you have a seltzer?
Jesse, you want to check if
I'll go
there's a
check.
seltzer in there?
Yeah.
Thank you. This is my associate for the day.
Your assistant?
We said that to the banker.
That's what
It's a very long theme song.
Yeah, it is. So I can take care of some more, because I don't do really any pre-production. So I finish the pre-production while the theme song plays.
Nice.
Guys, and this is gonna be, I may have been a little premature on hitting the theme song, but I'm very excited.
I'm so
Very
excited.
excited. Let me just send this one quick text off, and then we'll be ready to go. Yeah, we can make you a mixie.
Ooh.
A light one. A light mixie or a heavy mixie.
I'll do a light mixie because
Jesse, shut up back there.
I gotta get some slacks later.
You gotta get some, like some pants?
Yeah, for work.
Okay, 1 second.
I'm a 2-job boy right now. One of them I'm not allowed to talk about on social media.
NDA?
Yeah, for a restaurant. The other one I'm encouraged to talk about on social media.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. So, guys, we're back. And, here's the thing, Will, is this is supposed to be a weekly podcast, right?
Yes.
And I've probably done this spiel probably about half a dozen times on the show now. It's not been feasible for me lately.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be a better good boy about it, but it's been tough. You know, a lot of people think podcasting's so easy, right?
They don't know.
They don't know.
It's so much work.
It's so,
Oh my God.
it's so hard to sit down and talk with your friends once a week
It really is, actually.
and produce it and make it something that other people want to listen to.
Yeah.
It's hard, but
I've had 2 of my own at this point.
you're on 2 podcasts.
I've had to, yeah,
You've
hosted.
had to? Okay, well, we should say first of all, making his highly anticipated and very illustrious, beautiful debut on the show is Mr.
Will Chehab, the Young XP.
The Young XP is on the show.
I made it, guys.
You got a lot of fans here. Will Chehab, and you've done what 2 podcasts have you done?
I made one called Coping with COVID, back in COVID.
Okay.
And it was just asking people how they're like not depressed.
Probably how they're staying alive.
Yeah,
Dude,
and
this
that
is
one
the
was
worst
like,
shit ever.
dude, the view count was crazy.
Yeah, because nobody
I-
had anything to do.
I had both my ex-girlfriends on the podcast.
Whoa.
Yeah.
At the same time?
No.
Oh, as
that
guests.
would have been great.
I thought, yeah.
That would've
dude,
been great.
A podcast where the 3 hosts are you and 2 ex-girlfriends?
That would be great because I would just be getting roasted. I'd be getting flayed.
Dunking on.
That'd be terrible.
Wait, so you brought 2 exes on as guests,
Yes.
and they were exes when they
Controversial.
came on the show.
Yeah.
And what did you guys talk about?
Well, one of them was ahead of the paper, and we're
The school paper?
Yeah, and dude, she's so smart. She went to Penn and is going to UVA law.
Damn.
Like, yeah, and we're friends at this point, so it was nice, honestly, just to catch up. And then we thank you. What's in
Wow,
this mixie?
Jesse came in with the drink.
It's an Arnold Palmer tequila.
Nice. Arnold Palmer tequila.
I didn't think I was gonna
That's
like
the
this.
only soft drink I could find in the fridge.
I didn't
good.
think I was gonna like it. It is awesome.
Let me get 1 sip.
I am a good bartender.
One
That's
sip.
what they say.
Take as many as you want. It's your tequila. But yeah, and then my other podcast was called Under the Skylight because when we moved into my new house, there were skylights on the
skylight.
2nd floor. And
That
one's on Spotify. That one has some 2 crazy last episodes. We only did 6 episodes.
6 limited series.
Very limited. Yeah.
Okay.
And we recorded a special one like 2 weeks ago, and I just haven't sent the files over to my co-host Conville.
Okay,
Jordan
so
Jordan.
that's a recent podcast. That one's
We did that 2 years ago, and then we just did one for fun the other day, and I just have been lazy and haven't sent them the files. It's hard.
well, yeah, man. So you know what it's like, and
Yeah.
Obviously from the outside, it's really not too hard, but it's the consistency, and I'm just trying to get better with consistency. Right. But we're very happy to have you here, and dedicated viewers and listeners of the show, longtime fans of the show, will recognize the bartender that just came in.
Yes,
Mr. Jesse Krugel.
The first guest ever.
Guest number 1, dude. Episode number 1. And I believe this is episode 39.
Wow.
38 or 39.
That's pretty good.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so we're coming up on a year. So we missed
I didn't
about...
think you'd make it past 1.
Honestly, that was, we should have stopped after we peaked with Mr.
So
Krugel.
true. So
Yeah.
true.
So yeah, I think we missed about 13 weeks in the first year, which is
that's not bad.
Not
There's
awful.
52 weeks in a year.
Yeah, dude,
And
3 episodes a month.
Yeah, and I did have knee surgery.
Yeah.
So true.
So
I forgot about
Your
that.
scar
I got
looks
a couple.
sick.
You like that, dude?
Yeah.
Chicks dig it, dude.
So hot.
Chicks dig scars.
That's turning me on.
Ladies love a man who's battered and bruised.
Yeah, and I can be like, it was fighting a bear or whatever.
Exactly.
All that
You were
fun
saving
stuff.
Charlie.
I was saving my baby girl,
Yeah.
my little daughter. God damn, man. We haven't sat down and talked in a long time.
Year and a half.
Year and a fucking half. God.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think about. A lot's happened. A lot's happened since Jesse's been on the show.
Yep.
And man, first week in LA.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. Everything's starting to fall into place. 2 weeks ago, I arrived homeless with no paying job.
Yeah. No prospects.
Yeah.
No permanent roof over your head.
Right. Like I was crashing on my aunt's couch and I had a deadline because her niece on the other side was coming in and then she's going to Alaska. She's there right now. Shout out Aunt Sue.
What's she doing? What's Aunt Sue doing in Alaska?
She's just going.
That's
she had a
so
friend.
goated.
Yeah.
Have you been to Alaska?
Never.
Alaska's beautiful.
I really want to go.
I went, saw Anchorage, saw the salmon run in the river, went to the Ulu factory. We went in the summer. It's 22 hours of daylight or whatever. It's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah. I desperately want to go. I want to make it happen.
Like it a lot.
There's a lot of places I want to see in the world. Like his roommate, Jack Wiley, my partner in crime.
Yeah.
I call him Booty.
Booty. Oh right, sure.
Yeah.
And you are
Ida.
Yeah.
Exactly. The duo. He's in Southeast Asia right now. Damn. Having the time of his life.
He graduated as well, right?
Yes. Yeah. He's a man.
God damn.
He is a man.
He graduated a boy and is now a man.
Isn't it wild getting old? Seeing your buddies like,
dude, I feel young. I feel younger than ever. I feel like the youngest kid on the scene.
Awesome.
I feel like I'm like 16 again.
Well, you are a new kid on the block, and
Exactly.
and you know how quickly things change in the city. So you come here 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
no prospects,
No nothing.
place to live, and now
Jesse and I are living in this dope apartment. You got to come by.
I can't wait to come by.
Especially if you ever get invited to go out to Santa Monica.
Yeah.
We're
little
most of the way
pregame
there.
at your boy's house.
Always
exactly.
welcome.
Yeah.
Right before the Victorian. And then
Hey, so have you been to the Victoria?
I have been to the Vic.
You have been to
I
the
have.
Vic.
I went in
and
I've only
December.
heard stories.
I've only heard stories as well.
I was a hoot and a holler at the Vic.
You had fun?
I had a great time. Like the DJ's brother tried to invite me on the stage, and then the DJ was like, "Dude, you gotta stop bringing random people up here." Because
He's not random. That's the Young XP.
exactly. Well, this guy in line is coming in. I didn't realize it was one line for the bathroom because it's floor to ceiling doors on the stall, so it's just a unisex bathroom. So I'm like, damn, the girls line is long as hell. I cannot wait to just walk right up to the men's line, and I get up there and I go, ooh. But this guy was
Well, I hear
being
it's
such
single,
a jerk.
single toilets, right?
Yes,
It's just one
it's
toilet.
4 of them.
Okay.
But there's still a lot of people there. It's a
4
3-story
toilets for the whole bar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
3-story bar.
my
So
God.
this guy is just being so mean. He's being such a jerk. Excuse me, out of my way. Excuse me. People are shoved up against the wall, and this guy's like, he can easily walk by. So I take him by the back and I go, "All right, buddy, let's go. You can get
get you
out of
up
here.
there, yeah.
Yep. You can walk. It's not that big of a deal. The world doesn't need to fold around you. Let's
You're
go."
not more important than
And
everyone
then
else at the bar.
Everyone was like, "Yeah,
cheering you on.
cheering me on." And then this kid, he's like, there's a group of girls. I said, "Do you mind if I just go behind you in line?" So because I got that jerk out of your guys'
Because I
way.
did everyone here a favor.
Yeah, and they were like, "Of course." So I sit there, and this quiet kid behind me taps my shoulder and goes, "I've never seen anyone stand up to someone like that." he goes. "So many people in this town. They're just, they just have such egos, and I've never seen anyone do
so
that to someone like
different.
that." And I thought,
different.
shoot, did I just ruin my Hollywood dreams before I even got here? Like, who was that guy?
No way.
Take it back.
dude.
I take it back.
No way.
And then we he ended up inviting me onto the stage. didn't get it.
Wait, that guy was the DJ's brother?
Yeah. And the DJ was like, dude, you got to stop bringing random people up here. I don't know this kid. There's like 3 people you've already brought up here. Like, I'm so sorry.
He's like this guy. I've never seen anybody like him. He just got this jerk out of the bar.
Exactly. And but yeah, it was a great night. It was with a high school buddy and his college friends.
So you got other people out here that you already know, right?
Yes, yeah. So obviously the Michigan crew. Yeah. And then I got 2 of my best friends from high school are going to be out here. One's coming out Monday. He's working with USC football.
Damn.
The other one is going to USC grad school. What's nice is the one working with football is going to be in Westwood, kind of enemy territory.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. But yeah, so it'll be nice to have them. My aunt's in the valley, Aunt Sue, the goat.
Yeah, you got family out here. So
yeah, random people from my life. Like my best family friend, shout out Kayla. She's hopefully coming out here. So we're waiting to hear back if she's going to make it out. And then her best friend, Alana, who I'm also friends with, she'll be out here at the end of August. So there's just people. Yeah.
Well, let's. I want to get some context about these folks that are coming out here.
Yeah.
So let's go back to the beginning.
Yes.
I don't have any. Well, we do have one segment planned, but I don't have any games or anything planned for us. We're just gonna chat.
Yeah.
We're just gonna catch up. But I want to start our catch up with a traditional THDRH experience. Jesse knows what I'm talking about.
Let's go.
Oh.
So I want to know about what.
Am I getting slimed?
That would be awesome. Dude. Imagine if I had some kind of
That'd be
contraption
so
up there.
sick.
Yeah.
Wait, is your full name William?
Wilford.
Is it really Wilford?
No, it's
No
just what my
fucking
mom
way.
calls me. It's William Charles Chehab.
Nice.
I really get you in the first half.
Sir William Charles. And then the curveball, it drops right off the plate.
Exactly.
It's
Then
like
yeah,
nasty
I sound like I'm like a Brit in royalty,
so William
and then
Charles.
just my entire Lebanese side comes
right out
there.
at the end, dude. I like that. Well, I want to know what young William Charles was.
Chehab is how like,
Chehab.
I say it, and most people say
Okay.
it. Chehab is the right
Chehab.
way to say it.
I like Chehab.
Anytime I'm around someone who's Persian out here, I always say
You
Chehab
put a
because
little
it's
sauce on
Farsi.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I don't like my friend. He found it disrespectful when I said Chehab.
Yeah. He was like, dude,
He's like, you say it and you say it proud.
that's your fucking family name, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. I want to know what young William Charles Chehab was like as a little wee lad. Because
I was the worst.
Really? You were bad?
Dude, I got deservedly bullied so much.
No way.
Dude, I was getting in fights all the time in middle school.
You were picking fights, or you?
No, people were picking fights with me, and I
Were
just
okay.
started.
Because what? Because you were you like to talk a lot?
No, I was annoying because kids would be like, "Oh, I was playing Call of Duty last night." I'd be like, well, I'm not allowed to play Call of Duty. It's a first-person shooter game.
It's rated M.
And they were, yeah, it's a first-person shooter. My mom's right. I'm going to be desensitized to murder in America.
I'm gonna. That's awesome. Well, that's pretty base though. You recognize the problems in culture. You like that drink? That's nice. God,
I love tequila.
Jesse, have you considered bartending?
I have considered it. I think I'd be a great bartender and have a great time.
I can teach you. You'd be good.
But we're getting a bar for our house.
We are.
Ooh,
It's gonna be
that's
freaking
nice.
fun.
And I did bartend.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
you seem like you have some bartender energy.
Yes.
In Ann Arbor?
No, in Evanston.
Okay, so we'll get there. We'll get there.
But yeah. But yeah, it's
so
wee
middle
lad.
school. Start middle.
I was the goofiest kid, man. And
Yeah.
like, I saw a picture for myself from 6th grade. I was ugly. I had these crazy buck teeth that got shaved down, and I had to block the memory out. I had to get reminded a couple years ago.
Saw a picture. You went, oh my god.
Yeah, I went. There, no way they were that big. My mom's like, oh yeah, no, we shaved them.
We had to have a
Yeah,
procedure.
yeah.
Wait, your mom took you to someone to shave them?
Yeah, I'd shave them down because they were like, I had like a crazy crazy overbite. I still have an overbite, and that's like, but I had some crazy chompers.
Damn,
and then
you never had to have like headgear or anything though.
no, I had braces though,
Yes,
and then retainer. And I remember this kid who was like 6'4", 200 pounds as like a 8th grader or 7th grader
Early
was
rising.
calling me a squirrel. 'Cause I was a year ahead in math.
Yeah.
So they
And you always ate acorns at lunch, so that
exactly
didn't
that did not help.
You'd always forage on the plate.
Right. Yeah. Oh my God. I was like the kid. I was the scapegoat for why phones got banned because some kid took a
No.
picture of me on Snapchat, drew a penis going into my mouth, and the Evanston moms in North Evanston don't play with that.
They don't like that.
And so
That's
because they all knew my mom, I didn't care. I was like, don't put a penis in my mouth. And then,
guys, yeah.
yeah,
what the
but I
hell?
was like, I don't like that. But then
But that is kind of boys
50
having
parents
fun.
called the school.
Holy
Oh my god.
And then the school brings that kid in the office with me And they're like, we heard you did this to him. And I was like, I didn't say anything.
You're like, this is not gonna
like
help
my
bullying situation.
exactly.
Yeah.
And so then I was like, oh no, the phones got banned from the cafeteria.
Oh,
That was tough.
you were pretty hated there for a second.
For a little bit.
For
And I
sure.
also had a slide phone. Like I
That's
yeah,
dope,
that was
though.
awesome.
I wanted one.
Those were
so
sick.
bad.
Yeah,
I
like,
wanted one.
I learned
so
how to
bad.
like send WYD to
Yeah.
somebody.
Damn, how
What
was
you
that
doing?
working in middle school?
Terribly, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I broke up with my 6th grade girlfriend over a slide phone.
slide
no, that's the way you
God
gotta do it.
damn, you dog! You guys are a couple of dirty dogs over here.
Chill.
Okay, wait.
But yeah,
so,
but anyways, but then it turned around. Like
Yeah.
middle school was great. I started playing volleyball,
Okay.
which I still play.
Let's say the sports.
Yeah.
You were into sports though.
I was into sports. I was into music. I was like a nerd. My mom liked to say I was a nerd in a jock's body,
Nice.
but I'm the most goofy moving person out there.
Or you weren't fully coordinated at first.
No,
Because when did
dude.
you? Because you're a tall guy now.
Yeah.
And when did that growth spurt happen?
Like going into 8th grade, maybe
Okay.
9th grade. I didn't have freaking pubes till I was like 14.
That sounds about right. to me.
No, dude, I remember getting made fun of in
Oh,
6th
dude.
grade.
Yeah.
All these kids are
"Show
like,
me your pubes,
they're like,
dude."
I bet you don't got pubes, and I'm
You're
like,
"Fuck
I don't
you."
even know what those
Dude,
are.
those kids probably didn't have pubes either.
You might
bro.
have to cut
If
this
they did,
segment.
They probably had one. No way, man.
I don't want to get fired before I start a job for saying
Talking
pubes.
about pubes?
Yeah,
From your restaurant job?
yeah, they're pretty serious.
They're not gonna listen to this.
Everyone has pubes.
Yeah, I hope not. But
Uh-huh.
anyways,
Yes.
it was it was middle school. Evanston was an experience, and like middle school was kind of the start of that. It was fun.
I'm curious. So
But,
like, I feel like
yeah.
braces. Like I feel like
Everybody, had
80s,
them.
90s, 2000s. Like there was a brace face. Like you get bullied for braces. I feel like when I was in school, I never had braces. I probably should have got them at some point. I got some snaggle teeth action going now. But I felt like
Give me that.
kind of like I felt like brace bullying kind of went by the wayside a little bit. Did you ever feel anything for the braces specifically?
Brace bullying was probably a thing then because no one had them.
Yeah.
And then also everyone had braces.
Yeah, and everybody wants straight teeth. Like that's just
One
like,
of my
you
friends
just
has
want 'em
braces
straight
now, and he's
Yeah.
like a little embarrassed. But I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, everyone gets them. Who
teeth. Yeah,
cares?
I do think it's tougher to get them like when you're like in your
22,
20s.
yeah.
That kind of
is
sucks
tough.
a little
Yeah,
bit.
but no, it's everyone had braces. I
Yeah.
mean, it fixed my teeth, thank God.
Yeah. No, right.
Yeah, I needed
So okay,
that.
so are you making videos in middle school?
Dude, we were making wild movies. There was so much red Gatorade and Nerf guns. Like,
Okay.
we wouldn't write scripts either. So
Just
we
fucking
would,
run and gun.
yeah, we would. My brother comes up to me. He's like, dude, it would be really cool if there's a movie where someone got kidnapped and someone had to find him. And I'm like,
That
is
would
your
be
friend? I
awesome.
said, is your friend Evan game? He goes, yeah. I go, we're gonna start this movie. We film like 5 minutes of a movie of someone getting kidnapped, Nerf guns, all the neighbors. So every weekend we'd film. I'd go to my room. Monday through Thursday, I would edit what we made, look it over, add all the special effects, watch it through Friday, think of what we were going to do. Saturday, my friend Toby and I, my best friend at the time, shout out Toby. He's the reason I'm in the movies, him and Johnny Martin. Exactly. Credit where it is due.
That's nice.
And Toby and I would like discuss what we wanted to happen in the movie next. And we were making movies since the 4th grade.
Okay.
Of like, we made like an Indiana Jones knockoff where it's called Slick Wonder and the Temple of the Three Keys.
Damn.
And,
Sounds so sick.
Yeah, this dude was like fighting Nazis.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah, so then we did 24 hours till the end, and that one was Evan gets kidnapped, and I was the writer, director, lead actor,
Multi-actor,
editor. I was like
yeah.
Tommy Wiseau.
You're doing it all.
Yeah,
You're
doing
it all.
everything. And yeah, we do this, and then it was like some kid gets kidnapped, and then gotta go find him. And there's like 3 girls in the movie, some friends of mine, and they come in the movie, and we're like, oh, cool. We were running away from a shootout, and then we're like, oh wow, there's chicks.
Yeah.
Then they come over, and they commit a murder, and then we have to shoot them.
Twist.
Yeah,
Nice
and we're like-
twist. We had to shoot
And
him.
yeah, my buddy's like, find Evan.
Nice.
So big shootouts. Yeah,
Damn.
we had like some. That was fun. And then the next movie we did, we were
Where can we
like,
find these?
Are these posted anywhere? These unlisted?
I have them on a hard drive in my room back home
Ah,
All
in
right.
Evanston. And then this next one, Fly, I have it in 2 parts on the iMovie theater.
Okay.
This one was nuts. It was about a kid who is like terrible life, gets suckered into a gang, thinks it's his family, goes around selling coke, shooting people. We're 12, 13 with bags of sugar and a ton of fake blood. I had a foam gun and and it looked pretty real. And I remember my mom cut it up because I would like,
She didn't like it.
I'd be like, guys, I'm getting kidnapped, and I text you. Like dumb 12-year-old, like
right.
yeah.
Just
But we
a
like
little
make
bit.
this like gang movie, and my friend Toby, his mom, taught on the South Side, and she was like,
Not
y'all,
funny.
she was not.
Yeah.
She's like, I know kids who've been shot.
Yeah, not a good look.
Yeah, and we were like,
What,
ooh.
did your parents like the movies?
They thought they were hilarious. And I
Yeah.
remember we showed Fly at a Jewish holiday. It's got this big shootout scene at the end. We had like 10 of us together, fake blood everywhere. We're all just shooting Nerf guns left and right. It's the funniest thing.
Yeah.
And everyone was laughing the whole time. And I was so upset.
Like, this was not
is
supposed to
art.
play for
This is meant to
laughs.
talk about society. You know, these kids, because we did know a couple kids. I remember this kid, Maurice, in 7th grade, was like suckered into the BDs. And yeah, there was like,
Yeah.
there was a lot of GDs, and this kid was a BD. And I remember just like hearing about that stuff, and he brought like his crew over and introduced me to him. I don't know why, but like a lot of these kids who like lived a much different life than me would always kind of be like, yo, Will,
They liked
come
you.
check this out. Yeah, I don't know
You're
why.
a movie
but-
man. You're a freaking Mr. Movie Man.
Exactly. Like I
I
did a
like that.
music video. I
Yeah.
went to like the quote unquote trap,
Yeah.
and that was a whole experience and a half. And like one of those kids moved back to Atlanta to just like sell drugs and rap, like try to be the next little baby.
Damn.
Like yeah, and I like was tweaking the whole time.
Yeah.
I'm like trying to look cool. I'm in a long sleeve Uzi t-shirt with a Michael Jordan jersey over it.
Oh wait, I think I've seen that.
Yeah, like sophomore year of high
I've seen
school.
that
Yeah,
video.
and like oh my god, dude, it was
What's up? We're podding. That's
What's up?
Ryan Duggan in the building.
woo.
Tennis? Yeah, you have a little tennis lesson? How'd it go? Ryan said he
Nice.
cooked kids in tennis today.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Nice.
Where do you play?
How old were they?
I want to play.
They're all older
Are they
than
expensive?
him, Ryan said.
That's not bad.
$40
I would
a
do
lesson,
that.
if anybody's wondering.
I just need to make some income.
I'll hit you up later.
You guys will be in touch.
I
You
need to
play
learn how to
tennis?
play
You play
tennis.
tennis?
I
You
played
play
tennis
I
in high
should.
school.
I stole so many cups from games.
I know. I know, dude. Pockets full of glass when we were leaving. Sorry, let me reset it really quick.
All good. Oh yeah. Yeah, we were like making these movies. And then like my parents were laughing.
Yeah.
It's a statement. This is art. This is everything we need, like
Yeah.
the world needs in order to know, like this
Yeah.
happens to kids.
Gosh.
I watched it back when I was in my Hawaii semester with a buddy, and I could not stop laughing. It was
Yeah,
the funniest
right.
thing in the
It's
world.
hilarious. It's
yeah,
hilarious.
it's so fun. Yeah, I was always just running around
it's very-
since like 4th grade, 3rd
It's very
grade.
impressive that you got girls to be in that with you.
Well, it
You
was
know?
like it was one of my best friends. It's my mom's best friend's daughter,
Okay.
who like semi-reluctantly agreed with her friends.
Okay, yeah.
But
I think I've made videos for, from 5th grade and through high school.
Yeah.
I don't think we ever got a single girl to
Dude.
appear in a video.
we did not get a girl in the second movie. After
No,
the first
yeah.
one, yeah, but
Because they probably got laughed at.
yeah,
It's tough.
Well,
I mean,
no,
it's-
they never went. Like people didn't see him unless they were at a house. We weren't like putting him out anywhere
Yeah.
because it was like Nerf guns and people getting shot
Yeah.
and like blood everywhere. Because my dad, every time Rambo and The Fugitive were on, no matter what age, what time of night, would make my brother and I come down and watch wherever we were
Yeah.
until the end.
Yeah.
I didn't even know the beginning of The Fugitive until like 2 years ago. I'd never seen like the first 10 minutes. We'd always just, it'd be on TV and we just watch it.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
So, but yeah, and then high school.
Yeah, let's get into high school.
So for a movie, it was about these two kids who were like 13-year-old rappers that blew up, go on Ellen. It was like our version of 21 Jump Street.
Okay.
They go and because some of the 8th graders, if they were a year ahead of math, they were bused to the high school.
Okay.
So it was called High School Math, and these two 8th grade kids who blew up and got in trouble on Ellen had to go undercover and stop a weed bust at Evanston High School. And
Okay.
we got like 40 pages in the movie. Shot a couple scenes. They were terrible.
Say, oh my gosh. That's a long script.
Yeah, and we on Google Docs, of course.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what Celtics
Yeah,
was,
no
let alone
way.
final draft.
Get that outta
And then we like started rapping for the movie.
Okay.
And then I just found myself, I was like, I love this. This is fun.
Nice.
And they were parody raps.
Yeah.
I mean, like my name was Travis Mavis. He was John Cinnabon. We made
John
a song.
Cinnabon?
Yeah, we made
Okay.
a song called Trump versus Hillary. This is like 2015.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah,
It's
2015.
very timely, yeah.
Yeah, I want to be like Batman. That one went on
another one.
SoundCloud. That one got me in trouble.
What was that a parody of?
No, I can
Oh,
just.
it was just a
like-
parody. Okay. It was just a
I'll
funny
show you,
rap
yeah.
song.
Can
I
you
was like,
spit a bar from it? Do you remember anything?
Yeah, I wanna be like Batman, cruising in my super cool night van. I'm super fast 'cause I outran.
Yes.
The guy under my bed is a boogeyman.
Yeah.
I wanna be like Batman, not a newspaper man, yo. Oh, and then there's fire trucks.
There's fire trucks?
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck a fire truck? It's cool, you fool. You all you do is drool. My boy, he's Troy. He's stupid. He say doy. That's about as advanced as I got. And then I kept rapping, and then I was just like I made like 30 to 50 songs in like a year that were like parody songs.
Okay.
And then I was like, and what sucks is they're all on this computer that like is broke down.
Busted.
Yeah, and so we
Oh,
gotta like
no.
extract the drive, but the drive is
We need the
messed
masters.
up. Yeah. And I had like 150 songs on there that were all terrible. And then I was like, I'm going to start taking rapping seriously. So my SoundCloud got deleted in 8th grade
From
right before I
mom.
went to camp because, yeah, my mom heard some lines about Batgirl. Got a little upset.
In the Batman, okay, so there's in the I Am Batman song, you rap a little bit about.
I'll show you after. I don't want to reveal.
Okay.
It wasn't even that bad, but it was like, why are 8th graders talking about this?
Yeah, right, you're 13.
Yeah. And then
Awesome.
in freshman year of high school, I'm like, I'm going to take this seriously. And I was like trying to actually rap.
Enough fucking around.
And it was pretty bad. And I like took a Macklemore song, found the beat, and like it was featuring Chance the Rapper, but no one knew the song, so I put it out
Okay.
with my verse.
That
And this
song,
was like
I know
my
that
song featuring Chance the. It was it
Yeah.
was like featuring young Will Chehab featuring Chance the Rapper. I
Nice.
wasn't Young XP yet.
Okay.
Then my mom heard another song I put out like the day I left for camp, because that morning I had it was like the first time I made out with a girl. So of course I was like,
The morning before you went to camp?
or like the day before, yeah. Like it was like 7 a.m. at Northwestern on the peninsula, like right, yeah. And then like
Well, how you gotta explain how this came to be? We need this story.
The prequel.
it was just like someone who was like a volleyball manager, and we just like it was like your classic freshman year, don't know what to do. I was only free in the morning.
She a freshman?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Wait, she was a freshman at
she was like,
Northwestern, you were
no,
in
no. She was, that would have been sick.
Easy.
Easy. We're not quite at that point in my life, but
I'm confused on the timeline.
You're
no,
both
I was a
freshmen?
freshman in high school. She was a
Okay.
freshman in high school.
Oh,
But
she was
we
not.
live in Evanston, so Northwestern's
Yeah, yeah.
there,
So-
and that's why kids would go to make out
Oh.
sometimes on
She
the
was a
rocks.
manager on the varsity high school.
No, on the freshman volleyball team.
She's a manager
She
of
couldn't-
the freshman.
she couldn't-
She was on the girls team, and so some of the girls help out and like
Oh, she's a manager for the men's volleyball.
yeah for the boys
God,
volleyball
Okay,
team.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
and yeah, she was like 6'3",
Damn.
and I think I was like 5. I lied that I was 5'10".
Yeah, you're probably about my height right now. Probably
Yeah,
about 5'8",
and
5'9".
but yeah, no, it was like I don't know, we just made out, and then afterwards I called my boy Jack Rutstein, and my partner in crime,
Yeah.
and I'm like, dude, we gotta hit the studio, and we took
I gotta
Jake,
rap about
we took
this.
J. Cole's Wet Dreams, took off the lyrics. We called it First Times. It was like, I never did this before. I kissed a girl, bro. That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is she,
and,
like, 6'3"? Damn.
my mom heard that, shut down the whole SoundCloud, and I had this song "Fake Fans" that was popping off.
Okay.
It like some of my songs had like 700 plays.
Nice.
I was
Whoa.
everybody
nice.
because
Whole
they're
school.
my school had 1,000 kids per grade.
Okay. Big school.
Huge, biggest
Yeah.
high school under one roof.
Okay.
So there was only one building
Yeah.
for the whole thing, and there was a new rapper every other week.
Sure.
But I was the second one in my grade,
Okay.
and the first one that was white.
Okay.
And so any other white rapper that came out like ended up like dropping a diss track on me.
Did you
I
respond?
need to hear some of those.
I never, dude, their career ended because of it. But we cool now.
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean?
I had a song called Festival Girl that featured my then girlfriend at the time. Wow.
She was singing the hook?
Yeah, but
Okay.
she denied it. And then they took that and called the song Festival Bitch
Whoa.
with like an X
Wow.
over the I.
Whoa.
Holy
dude.
And
shit.
yeah, and it was like, I am such a roaster. Will you look like a toaster? Like that was the song. It was like dumb disses.
Yeah. it's
And like two of the
ski mask
guys who
flow.
dissed me, one of them I play volleyball with, he's a friend, and
Okay.
the other one he's like, Will, this is not a competition. If you're the superhero, then we're the super villain. It was like it was dumb. It
So
was
you
like
didn't have to respond.
no, but then the white kid on the track was super serious, and he was like, your neck looks like an erection. I'm all, like, I'll put you in detention, like, really going for it.
Yeah, trying
and
to
everyone
really
was
be a
like,
wordsmith.
this is so corny.
Yeah, you fucking suck.
Yeah, and so he never rapped again.
How many of these? Okay, so a
I
new
was
rapper
like-
pops up every other week.
Right, and
How many are still rapping? Do you know?
too many.
Too many.
Including me, yeah.
Are holding on to that dream. Well, it's nice to hold
But
on
it's
to the
good. No,
dream,
it's
yeah.
cool. It's cool. The problem was it wasn't collaborative. People were like, you got to pay me for a feature. Or like some people were collaborative. Some people were, they were getting
Yeah.
100 plays on SoundCloud. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not paying you more than like the drive. I won't even charge you gas money for me to pick you up.
Yeah, I'll pick you up though.
Yeah, like I'll do that. And like I would end up being cool with these kids anyway.
Sure,
as time went on.
you're all kids.
It was funny. Like freshman year, I was such a meme when I was like the white rapper.
Yeah,
And then
But
my
you
senior year,
embraced
I was
it,
like
though.
cool with
Yeah.
it. They're always haters,
sure.
but the funniest haters were like the people. All the other kids who rap respect it a little bit because they're like, you're doing the thing.
you're trying.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
I started making all my own beats senior year, like all this stuff, and people would come over to my house to record. Jalen Brunson on the Knicks, his cousin, was a friend of mine growing up, so he would come over to, like, my brother recorded some of his music. My brother was such a good music producer.
Oh, cool.
He should never have stopped. He was producing for people on the South Side who were starting to pop off a bit.
No
Nice.
way.
Wait, how
Like-
many siblings do you have?
Just one.
Okay, just bro.
JJ, shout out.
Older, younger?
Younger, 2 years younger. He's at Bama. Roll Tide.
Well,
Until we
until
beat
we
him. Go
retired
Blue.
Saban, yeah.
Exactly.
That must have
Yeah,
sucked
we were
for
at the
him.
game too. He
Yeah,
was
so
like,
was I,
he
dude.
was
That was
depressed.
nuts. Yeah.
I was so, I was such a good brother. I should have,
Yeah.
like, he was so bad. It
It's
was so
like
funny.
you can't even like as an Alabama, you can't like get sad. You win a championship every other fucking season.
Every player who played with Saban for 4 years won a championship.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So I don't have any. I didn't have any like sympathy or anything
No, no.
for
Yeah, I mean-
Bama fans.
Nah,
Yeah,
felt good.
so-
Felt good.
It felt awesome.
It was great. But yeah, it was sweet. And then, but yeah, anyways, like people would come through and some kids would hate, some kids, but now those kids, when they see me, they're like, are you still rapping? They're like, let's go.
Yeah.
Like, I checked it out because I went
dope.
my music sucked. And then my music got like kind of listenable.
Well, like once you start doing anything, you're not gonna
Right.
be great at it.
It's like what,
off
stand up
rip.
7
Yeah,
years, right? That's the
absolutely.
rule.
Yeah, 10,000 hours or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm like at subpar
Yeah.
right now. Like every once in a while there's a song that's kind of good.
You're like, oh shit. I
And
kinda
then
cooked
most
it.
of them
Yeah.
are like not that good,
yeah.
but they're fun and I love it.
You're an
And
artist. You're growing as an artist.
exactly. But yeah, high school I was
So you're
all
making,
about
you're making
rapping.
music. That's
yeah, I kind of
awesome.
put film on the like
On the
back burner. I almost didn't apply to college because I thought I was going to be a rapper.
Wow. I'm so glad you applied.
What
Me
did,
too.
what
I know.
Did you tell your parents that?
Dude, that was not a good conversation.
Oh god.
I was having an
Would've
existential
loved to hear
crisis.
that one.
I'm on the floor of my room crying, Mom, I can't go to college. It's not meant for me. I'm not meant for this lifestyle. Like,
artist.
yeah, like I can't go to school and be in a box because my parents, and I did like a couple film classes in high school. Loved them. Again, we made
That's nice.
an advertisement for cigarettes to get you off of juuling. Cool
That's pretty
cigarettes.
funny. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, so it's like little
Yeah.
stuff like that. But we we just had a great time, and I made so many friends from music, met so many different people.
And you're playing volleyball still.
Playing
Any
volleyball.
other sports? Just volleyball.
I played soccer freshman year, got cut my sophomore year because I was quitting club soccer, and the coach thought I was quitting the high school team. So he was like, yeah, we don't have room if you're not going to take it seriously. And I was like, I didn't try out if I wasn't going to take it seriously. He's like, too bad. Blessing in disguise because I got to work at an ice cream store, Hardigan's.
Okay.
And that was a huge part of my high school experience.
Okay.
The spot for
Sliding
ice cream
cones,
in North
yeah.
Evanston, South Wilmette, like all these different people from different. It was like where
Yeah.
people from different schools would converge.
Yeah,
Mo-
it's the hangout
mom
spot.
and
Very
pop
cool.
shop,
Okay.
and
A lot of girls
yeah.
coming in there to buy some ice cream.
Dude, every girl I dated in high school was too. It was because I'd be like, you should go buy Hardigan's. I'll give you a scoop.
Nice.
It's Superman ice cream.
That's a nice.
and I'd
plan.
go. This one's on me.
Yeah.
We were getting all the free ice cream we wanted.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
nice.
Yeah, I mean, like I wasn't. Yeah, you don't just like dish it out to anybody, you know.
No,
You
someone
gotta keep it special.
Somebody
For
special.
sure, for
yeah.
sure.
Exactly. And so it was it was so great. And then I did ultimate frisbee a couple days a
Okay,
week.
cool.
But yeah, very much like all volleyball. I did a 3-on-3 basketball league until COVID shut it down. Our
Wait,
team.
okay, so you were your senior year of high school was COVID year.
Yeah.
Damn. Tell me about that a little bit.
It's funny. So senior year is still my favorite year of high school by far.
Yeah.
It was so much fun. My friends and I, our group of guys didn't really come together as a collective until second semester junior year. So before then, we'd all kind of hang out with each other in bits and pieces. And we are so lucky to have friendships as tight as these.
Nice.
And they weren't friendships rooted in like, oh, let's go out and drink together. We were dorks.
Okay. Yeah.
We started like sipping a couple beers.
Yeah.
One dude, he'd be like, dude, I had 4 beers before you got here. And then it'd be like 2 out of the box.
Yeah,
Like, what are you talking
no,
about?
you
bro?
didn't, bro.
Yeah. But like, we're having like,
It's so funny.
we're having like a few Bud Lights once every like 4 weeks playing FIFA, just
Beautiful.
like sitting in a room. We had our first party with girls, but we didn't know how to invite people because we couldn't have too many numbers.
Yeah.
So instead of just inviting like a group of girls that were friends, we all had like +1s.
Nice. Wait, so who had the party house? Who had the hangout house?
The hangout house was my boy Gordon. He's coming out here.
Gordon,
You'll probably
okay.
meet him at some point.
Yeah, hell yeah.
My boy. He he had a really nice basement, and we went there. And then our friend Noah Lieb, he just caught up with him today. That dude's a beast. He's playing baseball. He played baseball at Denison. I think went like All-American D3.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. He's gonna run DC one day. He
As like a
politician.
Like as the president of the United States.
There's like two of my friends are gonna be in politics, and one day they're gonna run against each other.
Wow.
And like depending on how much money I'm making, will determine who I'm voting for.
No. One's a liberal, one's a fucking conservative.
It's funny. He's not conservative, but he worked like I think more in like centralist Republican stuff.
Okay.
Like with whatever firm he was with.
Sure.
And the other one is like going like the nonprofit route right now.
That's a fun movie right there.
Yeah.
Childhood friends that become
Yeah.
political rivals.
I
Exactly.
like that movie.
Exactly.
That's a good movie.
That would be a good movie. But yeah, and they're both awesome. So it'd be kind of I might just not vote. Just to be
It's the
partisan.
worst thing you can do. By
Exactly.
Yeah, Mr.
I agree.
Former,
Go to the polls and vote. It is important.
That's from Will and former Whitmer staffer Jesse Krugel. We like
Yes.
that.
Yeah. Did that violate some like NDA or HIPAA thing? Like,
What?
Me saying the worst thing you can do is not vote.
You're saying
yeah.
former
The worst
Whitmer.
thing you can do is not vote for Gretchen Whitmer and Gretchen Whitmer only.
The
No,
worst thing you
that's
cannot.
sad. Yeah.
The worst thing you
Yeah.
can do is not vote for Gretchen
Yeah.
Whitmer.
So true.
Shout out Gretchen. But
shout
yeah.
out Big Gretch.
But yeah.
That's cool,
and
though.
then,
Okay, so
yeah,
you're
so it was
drinking beers every
once a month. Yeah.
That's
It
fun.
would be-
Sounds like a
it'd be
good
like-
life.
and
Dude,
we
beer lying is so
we had
fun.
a FIFA league, and we would
Wow.
pick a league. It'd be like we're doing the Prem. We get one out of league captain, and that we would and we would transfer all the teams like offline,
Oh, nice.
and we would redraft the entire Prem. It's like fantasy football draft on steroids.
Yeah.
And then we'd build these teams, and we'd build a chemistry and play
That's
style
fun.
and formations, and we'd have so much fun. And we'd go to each other's houses, and there'd be like 8 of us in a basement. 2 people are playing, everyone else is watching these games like they're like the Super Bowl, and we kept in-depth stats.
Yeah.
And so
Oh,
we
that's
had this,
fun, though.
it was the most
awesome.
insane.
That's
I will show you the
awesome.
Google Doc after this. This thing would have gotten us all hired at some
At
IT
some,
firm.
yeah.
like
Some
it was,
data thing.
Yeah, it was the most nuts spreadsheet ever because one
That's
of our
awesome.
buddies looked up all the Google spreadsheets, like ways to customize things.
Sure,
So there
sure,
was a
sure.
morale meter. You put in the
Damn, oh,
morale,
shit.
and it moves a bar, changes the color,
Damn.
and like it was like different inputs would do different colors. It would automatically sort where you were in the table. It was nuts. It was
Nice.
absolutely nuts. So
That's
much
awesome.
fun. Yeah.
Did you win?
No, I came like, I've gotten like top 4. I don't know.
Okay.
There were 10 of us in the league.
Nice.
5 of us would make the playoffs. There'd be a wild card for 4 and 5. I think I'd either like lose in the wild card or win the wild card and lose. There were 3 guys who were much better than everyone else, and then there were like
Yeah.
kryptonites.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was one guy's kryptonite. He was
Okay.
another. It was
You
like
just knew how
rock
to
paper
beat him,
scissors,
yeah.
and so if I wasn't going up against him in the second round of the
You're
playoffs,
toast. Yeah.
toast. But we had a great time, and
That's
then
nice. God,
yeah.
that's what it's all about, man. I miss those
exactly.
days.
We would do like theme parties, like jerseys, Thursday, Thursday.
Yeah.
So much fun. Yeah, our friend Noah, we had a surprise party for him, but we threw it at his house, and his parents didn't know we were bringing in like tons of alcohol
Damn.
because
Oh
we
my
all
God.
chipped in. And so we had one guy just walk into. His parents knew we were surprising him, so we had one
Okay.
guy walk into his house, just sits down at the family dinner, and it's the quietest guy who at the time like just did not speak, and he's like, "What are you doing here?" And then another guy goes in, and by the time I came in, he was like something's up.
Yeah, what the hell?
There was like 6 of us just at his dinner table.
It's like, hey, dude.
On it,
What's up?
And he was so sad because no one wanted to do anything for his birthday. It was great.
That's
So
a
yeah,
nice
that was like our
surprise.
last like big event before COVID.
Oh,
I remember
that's
so
pretty
junior
cool.
year of high school, had a really bad ankle sprain in my last game of club volleyball.
Okay, damn.
Missed the varsity tryout. They put me on JV as a junior. They're like, we're gonna pull up everybody. They pulled up like a few kids, and then the team was just terrible that year. So they're like, we're not even gonna pull you up. And then my coach a couple years ago was like, you should have been on varsity. And I was like, thank you, coach.
It means a lot to hear.
Yeah, I'm like trying not to cry. It's like a 20-year-old. That's like high school volleyball when I was 16. But dude, I took it so seriously. And then senior year, we try out. The varsity tryout normally is 4 days. This one was 2. My year was like the year for our state potential. Me and this dude, Gavin Brueggemann, by our club coaches, they said we were the best middle duo all around in the conference, and usually whoever comes out of our conference is
Wins.
like top 3.
Okay.
Because there's like some schools in West Chicago that are just nuts.
It's
And then
crazy. Damn, I wish we had a men. We didn't have a men's volleyball team.
I
now
wish
they
we had
do.
one too.
Now they do. Michigan's got it now.
I don't think
Huge.
our school has one.
They do now.
School I
They
went to.
didn't. It's like very, very new.
Well, like this year.
Yeah.
Like high schools?
High school is now starting to get men's volleyball in
There's
Michigan.
no way there's one in Walled Lake Western.
I was
No
gonna say
way.
I'm gonna have to ask my
Yeah.
friend's sister or something.
It's
to
still
see if
it's
that's
still
true.
growing. So
Okay,
who
okay.
knows? But yeah, and then we had the team. We had 2 practices. We were looking. Normally, the first couple practices, you're just running
Yeah, sure.
because people are making mistakes.
Gotta get.
We had never played such great volleyball as a team.
You're
My year
together.
was split up because some dudes were on varsity as freshmen. Some dudes like were pulled up to JV as freshmen. Everyone was moving up and down all the time. So we were fine. And we all just could not wait to play together. We finally played together. And it's the absolute best, most fun volleyball for 2 days. COVID comes, shuts down the season. I'm working out so hard every day for hopes for like a 2-week
Yeah,
season in
right,
June.
right.
Doesn't happen. But COVID, like, I would wake up, watch an hour of Eastbound and Down with my brother,
Yeah, hell yeah.
do my 3 hours of school,
Yeah.
make lunch, throw a lacrosse ball with my brother for an hour, like write a script.
Just kind of fuck around. Yeah.
Go like shoot free kicks with my
Yeah.
friend Michael.
I think I would have gotten in a lot of trouble if
Yeah.
I was a high school senior in college, because I kind of started to get in a little bit of trouble
Yeah.
with real school habit. If I had like, because like I say I would have finished my schoolwork in like 2 hours, and then I was like, I guess I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Go break some rules or something.
Yeah, I mean, like-
I would have been fucked up.
Well,
something.
we had a rebellion. I lived across the street from a little park, and they took down the basketball hoops.
Oh.
I put the hoop that was on my door taped to the backboard so we could just play. My brother and I could play with like a foam basketball.
yeah.
That's hilarious.
That got snagged by the city.
Oh.
They were so
I didn't
mad.
like that.
No, and yeah, it was
It's bizarre, weird times.
yeah. But the
And
soccer nets were open,
Okay. That's
and then
nice
so we
at
did
least.
like a lot of like penalty shootouts. And then I remember like buying a fake ID.
Because
in
that's what I was
COVID.
gonna ask about the bringing the alcohol into that party. Where you had a fake ID.
I did not. Our friend's older brother got it for us that time. But we, I got a fake. And I remember I had like wear a mask in the back of my friend's convertible. And like I told my mom, like we were just going out for a drive to talk, or we were going somewhere. It was so sus. And we meet this dude, and he's like, we paid $90 for 2. And they were like, for fakes, they were pretty good. And we get in the car. He's like, it's an extra $100, by the way, total. And my friend's like, here you go. And I'm like, no,
bro,
we had the IDs. We had the IDs in our hand. I was like, what are you doing?
Oh,
No,
that
dude, we were
sucks.
such dorks.
Yeah, you
And then,
got played.
And then and like the liquor store that was chill was the one right next to my house too. So I'd be worried I like see someone I know.
Yeah.
Like I'd go in there to help my mom, like with Aaron.
Yeah.
And the guy would be like, what's up, dude? And I'd be like,
dude, it's not me. It's not me.
yeah, it's happened a couple times. Yeah. And but it was great. And
Well, how does Michigan get on your radar?
Michigan.
Good question.
My mom went there. So my mom
Oh,
went to
okay.
Evanston. My mom's nuts with like where she went to school.
Okay.
But she was Michigan. She actually didn't really like it that much.
Okay.
So I wasn't that hype. But I was.
What didn't she like about it? Do you know?
She, I think, was too young when she went to college.
Jesse's getting a phone call. Who
She
was that,
was-
Jesse?
Dude, Let me tell you about the fucking Xfinity customer service.
Terrible.
You guys trying to get your internet set up?
No, I need to get it canceled in Ann Arbor so that I'm not like paying for it when I'm not there.
Okay.
They've called me 3 times in the last 10 minutes. Do you think I should answer?
Yeah, you should answer.
Yeah. Well, you want to? Will, would you mind if you answered it on the
That's fine.
on the show?
For his episode, I'll take a couple calls.
Yeah. No,
Dude,
All right, if they call again, I'll answer.
Last night I finally got the AMC Stubs A list.
Nice.
And fire. It was like $20
So
for a
fun.
ticket,
Yeah,
25
right.
to get 3 a week.
Yeah, it's so nice.
Yeah, and so
Best
I'm
deal in
like,
the city.
yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
get some. I'm gonna get my popcorn that I had reserved.
Yeah.
And we're like in a group of people, and I just go, "Excuse me, guys, A-lister coming through.
Make fucking
Make
room.
room."
Yeah.
Everyone just
Watch
lost
out.
it. And the best part was the A-list line, way longer.
Always longer.
Yeah.
And always there's only one cashier, so it always
yeah,
moves slower.
yeah. I'm just gonna go on the regular one.
But you
And the
gotta-
A-list line didn't even help me. He didn't even
Yeah.
give me my popcorn. I had to go on the regular line.
Awful. But you got to stand in the gold ropes. They have the gold because like the
Yeah.
regular line's like the red. You need the gold.
Yeah,
of course. I'm a
of
fucking
course.
A-lister.
It's the only A-list I can afford right now.
Yeah.
But
Okay, so
yeah. Anyways,
so mom doesn't like Michigan because
she was young. She was in a sorority, and it was not for her.
okay, yeah.
And so when she left that, it was a lot better. I think she had a good like junior, senior year, and she went abroad, and that was the best time of her life.
Okay.
And yeah, so she liked it by the end. Has a couple friends from there she keeps up with still, but it was never like.
So what else are you looking
gotta
at?
go.
Because you like you.
Dude,
like,
I'm looking everywhere.
Okay.
It's like UCLA,
You wanna come out
Berkeley,
here,
Tufts. Yeah, I wanted to go. Michigan, outside of Illinois, was the closest school I applied to.
Okay.
It was all like the top schools in the East Coast, West Coast. My dad, he's a Harvard boy.
He's a what?
Harvard boy.
Oh, okay.
So he was like any school that was a name. He's like, you got to apply.
Yeah.
A lot of college pressure.
Okay.
And then, but it worked out. And
Yeah.
I got into Michigan. I remember being genuinely excited for it. My tour was terrible, but I talked to some kids there, and they seemed to have a great time.
What did you not like about your tour?
It was a rainy day, and it's 2 hours walking around the
Oh, that sucks. That fucking sucks.
Yeah, it was terrible. Yeah, and but yeah, I remember I got to like talk to a professor my mom was friends with, and that was
Did you
really
get to?
cool.
Did you know you wanted to be a film major when you came here?
I always knew I wanted to make movies.
Okay.
And I knew if I was going to school, I'm not gonna do a music program.
Sure.
I'm gonna like try to make movies.
Cool.
And my parents would not let me apply to film schools, so I got into USC for econ, and you're not transferring into their film school there.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
It just was not my. I was not too excited. I took one econ class and then spent the next 3 months convincing my parents that I should be FTVM.
Yeah.
And they pushed back, and eventually they were like, you bend, don't break.
Yeah. Sure.
They're like, you never even bent. Like, clearly you can do this. You're working hard enough.
Okay.
And my parents are so supportive.
Nice.
They like just want to make sure when I make a decision, it's the right one, and that'll commit. Like, I'm not just gonna like, oh, I want to, be a film major, and then like kind of go
And
for
then
it.
just put one foot in. Yeah.
Right. They're like, you are doing this 100%, or it's not worth it at all.
Sick.
So it's
Nice.
sweet. Yeah, exactly. The best thing you could ever hear.
Yeah. That's great.
So-
great parenting advice.
Yeah.
So now you're in film, and when do you meet that guy over there?
It's funny. So I was like frat kid freshman year, first
Okay.
semester. Then COVID hit again, where they were like,
Yeah.
you got to go home.
Right.
I was not about to do online school from
Mhm.
Evanston, Illinois. And I went to Hawaii on a service trip,
Nice.
which I ended up getting credits, and it was cheaper than if I went to Michigan, which is really cool. Like three months in Hawaii.
Classic. Yeah.
I'm on farms, sleeping in tents, like not woofing, but like pretty similar. And we'd be doing that, and then we'd be getting like guided tours of like Mauna Loa and Mauna Kea.
Damn.
Yeah, it was sweet. It was like I was in need of a spiritual reset. I was pretty like
You need to recenter.
I was like a pretty depressed kid. I gained
Yeah.
a ton of weight. I was like not happy. So then when I went to Hawaii, it was my way to rebuild my foundation, which was exactly what I needed. And actually, one of my buddies from there, he goes to LMU. I haven't seen him since the trip. So excited to link up with him.
Yeah,
Shout
hell
out my
yeah.
boy Danny. Yeah.
Let's get applause
You
for all
don't have to
the
do
shout-outs.
applause for everybody. There's gonna be a lot of shout outs. But it was so then I come back to school freshman year fall or sophomore year fall. I'm just like, you know what? Like the frat's not for me. All those guys lived together a semester during when I was in Hawaii. I was kind of like the 27th wheel in this house.
Damn.
So I was
Yeah, you did not.
It
feel
just wasn't
full-
for me.
You were on the fringe a little bit. at the
Exactly.
frat house.
And I had
Okay.
one friend outside the frat, Josh Freeman, my best friend from school.
Okay.
He was like my saving grace at the time because I like stopped going to parties. I was just like not feeling it.
I don't know what to
and I
do, yeah.
like was leaving the frat in October, was locked in until December, living in the house. So then I get out, and the first film people I meet are Ben Servitau, Julia Gray, and Aiden Seck on Eddie Zajdal's The Dude in My Room writer's room. Yeah.
Okay. I almost worked on that.
Yeah, the writer's room from hell.
Wow.
Because Ben Servitau was in it.
Exactly. Ben was awesome. Julia was
Hell
awesome.
yeah.
And it was awesome. I like knew I hadn't even taken. I was just starting to take 210.
Okay.
I like was barely meeting anyone in the major, but it was really fun. And then, Dude in My Room led me to like be in the 421 writers room because Julia was co-show running.
Okay.
And loved my like stupid one-liners for these shows. And so then that got me into 421. I got into 310. And then that got me into MAG. And that's how I remember Morgan and Katie were interviewing me, and then Jesse just pops in. He's like, "What's up?"
Yeah. Okay. Wait. So
Like, this seems like a cool guy.
You joined
Interview session
MAG at the
is
same time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I joined MAG. I don't know anybody in this
Yeah.
club. Not a single person. I didn't have a
Yeah.
friend in there before. I like kind of knew of Claire Colazar because we played volleyball at Markley freshman year.
Okay.
And
Wow.
that was it.
That's interesting. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I didn't really know anybody. Because I had met Jesse we had met in Wolf Sports TV. Yeah.
I thought you were
shout out.
so cool, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Dude, I thought you were an MAG alum until we
You
had
and
to pick
Shane.
scripts.
You and Shane.
I remember I showed up so late to the script picking meeting too.
Yes. Well, okay. So I want to get to that.
Yeah.
But then we didn't really hang out until LA.
Yeah.
When I was staying with Ben and Justin.
Yeah.
And then, they lost everybody. They just needed producers. And so I was like, I'm not doing shit. So Jesse, they interviewed me, and my interview was like, I'm a senior, so I'm not going to be around long, but like, I'll hang out.
Yeah.
And I remember Jesse telling me, like, you got to meet this guy at Will. And I was like, all right, whatever. And I didn't know anybody. And then I remember all of the baby producers sitting in a room. And Jesse's just sitting there at the front of the room. It's like awkward in there. We're all sitting there. I remember Charlie saying something funny. And then all of a sudden it was like, oh, Will's here. I'm going to go get him. And he like got up and left. And then it was like real awkward in there because we all knew Jesse, but nobody knew each other.
Yeah.
So we were all talking to Jesse. And then it got real quiet. And then it came back in and Will Chehab entered the room and the energy changed. The energy got elevated.
Well, I was the only one who read every script besides Charlie.
Wow.
Charlie and I are the only people who read all like 35 scripts. I remember I took
That's true.
detailed
That's my
You had
biggest
notes
regret.
on every
detailed
script.
notes
From college.
Yeah,
Never
because that's
reading
what
all
I
the scripts.
see. That's
never had
what
enough
made
time.
me so mad. I imagine it was like you should be reprimanded for not reading all the scripts. Find the time.
You're right,
I
you're
was
right.
like losing sleep. I
You're
was
right.
putting. I made a spreadsheet with like. I sent you my spreadsheet for the last
It was
semester too.
great.
It's like red. For those scripts that just suck, and
Yeah,
then
right.
green. There's like 4 or 5 of them where I'm like, this needs to
gotta
be
make
made,
this.
and I'm lucky. I've always gotten to make one of those.
Cool.
And then yellow for like, this isn't for me, or I don't think we should make this, but I'm not gonna be up in arms.
Yeah.
And then like orange for like it's like in between. Like I don't want to just totally disregard it.
And there was I felt like we always get scripts that were like, well, this is very well written and like a cool script, but like MAG can't make this.
Yeah.
Like,
That
there's just
and
nothing we
also
can do.
we produce a lot of stuff. Like the sketches, whatever, don't apply to this. We produced a lot of scripts that had no story and were terrible. And like, actually, that's not true. We produced like maybe 1 or 2 a semester where I was like, they turned out pretty well because of the teams with them. And like it gave people shots to make stuff that then let them make other stuff, which was great.
Yeah.
But there was always 1 or 2 reds that would make it onto this list, and I'd be so mad because I always submitted a script, and I didn't get one
I
picked
never had
until like
one
this
picked
last
either.
semester.
I don't think I ever even had one that like got considered.
Dude, I submitted 2 the last semester, and one of them was weird as hell. I got thrown out right away, and I was like, when I saw that, I wasn't even mad. I was like, this is such an acquired taste.
You guys are right.
Yeah.
You guys are
It was
right.
like Shrek was in it at one point. It was weird.
So I remember. So I liked your energy. MAG. I always got a kick whenever there would be an MAG meeting. Yeah, I want to sit next to Will. I want to hear what that kid's got to say. And we had fun. We played a little basketball. We had some fun.
Because that's so funny. I remember showing up to the first MAG meeting. Your feet up on the other end of the room, pitching, like giving like for like the 5 scripts you read. You had great notes. Like you would be like, you had just like people would be saying like, I like this, I don't like this, and then you would say like the most insightful thing about the script, like, and I'd be like, wow. And then you were also in sports gear, and you were in sports gear.
I think my entire wardrobe at that point in time was just Michigan.
Yeah,
like Michigan stuff.
And I was like, these two guys seem like the two guys I'll probably relate to right away. And I was like, this Hunter dude seems cool because you were so like relaxed in there. It seemed like.
Thank you.
And so I was like, I'm probably gonna like this guy.
Yeah.
Honestly, probably what it was. And I'm like coming in from volleyball, sweaty. I didn't realize they were gonna share the embarrassing story. My story was so embarrassing. Don't remember it, please.
I don't remember what it was.
You know about it. It's the scarring. Yeah.
Scarring. Wow. We don't want to elaborate on that. It sounds like a nice podcast story.
You know, I'd rather not.
All right. We'll move on.
It's a pretty sensitive area, you could say.
You got some scarring in a tough spot.
Some people have told me I'm the next Lil Dicky. I like to say I'm the first Will Chehab. But I see how some things are similar.
Wow.
But yeah, what were you saying?
That's and then you left. You leave me. I thought
I was
we
really
were at
sad.
the beginning of a very beautiful friendship, and we still were.
Yeah.
But I was very bummed because you were going abroad your
Yep.
second semester, and then here's little old me with down a friend.
I know. I was because we got really close that
Yeah,
semester.
it was
And I was
nice.
like, we're kindred spirits.
We had some fun. Yeah.
Like I feel like we see eye to eye on a lot of things,
Yeah.
and enjoy the times when we don't.
Yeah.
Like, and we will.
It's just good fun.
Yeah, just like.
And even if we don't agree, I love to hear what you have to say.
Me too.
I love it.
I mean, you're a comedian.
Oh, thanks.
So I know I can say something that like the rest of the dude, I got such bad like oohs in the club first semester. And I know you would have loved this.
Yeah, I would have been
It was like
cracking
people who were like and like
Wait,
there's
this
a
last
script.
year?
Yeah, there's a script about I'll put it this way. So I managed this year, I think it was like 75% girls.
Yes, okay, so
and
we get to
yeah, I think I counted it. It was like 75% girls. And the only reason why that's relevant is because there's a script about a guy with agoraphobia who gets off his Zoom therapy.
Okay.
And it's like, I have a date. It's with a sex doll. And it gets delivered to his next door neighbor. And he has to leave his house. And it's like tweaking about it because he's agoraphobic.
Okay.
And then like he like wrestles the neighbor for the package. He's like, let me help you. And he's like, no, sex doll falls out.
Okay.
And the dude's like, that's hilarious. You want to have a beer? And like,
Nice.
yeah, and like that's the entire script.
Okay.
So all the guys are like, this is hilarious.
Yeah, ooh.
Like this is funny, and all the girls are like, this is disgusting. They're
What's disgusting about
they're like,
it?
it's objectification of women, and some people are like the whole point is that it's ridiculous because it's an object. Like, and this guy's like,
Well, because it's a
agoraphobic.
sex doll.
Yeah, and like so then Hannah Dando comes in and goes, this feels like Lars and the Real Girl, which I've seen, but just not as developed of a version. Like there's no character in this, and people went, all right, that's the note we were looking for.
Okay.
Someone goes, I find this very offensive to people with agoraphobia. And I go, like, any of them are going to see it.
They're going to have to come out
to the house. Yeah.
to see it.
If anything, I'd be happy if someone with agoraphobia was, like, offended because they finally made it out the house.
Nobody laughed?
No. Dude, I remember turning so red because some people were like, and, like, other people were like, I can't believe you just said that.
I would have been laughing.
So many newbies too who did
Yeah.
showed up so late because of
Yeah, yeah.
volleyball, and like they're like all looking at me, and
Who's
I'm
this
so
fucking guy?
yeah.
Damn.
I won him over.
Wait, what was it? Okay. And I've never had sex with a sex doll. Okay?
Me neither.
I want to get that out there. I've never had it.
Can't say that I have.
I can't say.
Not a sex
What are they doing at TDX?
Let me tell
But
you.
okay, but objective, like, if you like, I mean, to me, a sex doll is so far removed from like a woman.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like
it's not objectifying.
masturbation.
It's like
Yeah.
is a dildo objectifying men? It's just something.
Yeah.
It's
That's a
just
fair way
something
to
you
turn it,
use to like
Yeah, it
get
is.
yourself off.
yeah.
Too big.
It's setting unrealistic standards.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's. I mean, okay. Look, we went to school in Ann Arbor, which has. I bit my tongue a lot, and I don't even think in M. I think in M-Match I pretty much said whatever because I was like, I don't really. I'm gonna say whatever. Somebody's
Film
gonna
kids
laugh.
don't take things too
Jesse's gonna
seriously.
laugh. Yeah, I know.
For the most part, yeah.
And also like there was like Ben was in there.
Yeah.
And like you and like sometimes Primac would be in there.
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh, when Jake showed up to a meeting, I was like, I know I'm not gonna be the villain. I love Jake.
I'm not gonna say the most out of pocket
Exactly.
thing in this meeting.
And shout out Primac. I love Primac.
He's great. He's a very close friend of the show.
Exactly, dude. He's gonna help me out with this like unpaid thing I'm doing. We'll get to that later.
Yeah. Okay.
But,
Well, we're at an hour now.
Wow.
So
you're gonna have to do some cutting.
We're gonna have to do just a little bit of cutting.
It's always how it goes.
And we're gonna, you got to make me do a little bit of work in post, right?
I better.
I want to, what else do you want to cover really quick with the last year of Michigan that I wasn't there for, that you guys were romping around?
So yeah, I can do that briefly.
Okay.
He hates Ricks.
I hate Rick's.
Yeah,
I got like
didn't like it much
banned.
For what?
Oh my god, it was so dumb. So this is like while I'm filming an MH thing, I've been so busy, and I'm like, I just need to go out. My roommate and I go, and we're in there, and some exchange kid who was like coked out tried to fight my roommate for no reason, and throws him to the ground. Or the dude's like, I don't speak English. My roommate's like, bro, you're speaking English right now. And he throws him to the ground. And so I get in there, and I'm like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. I'm doing the noble thing, and I'm breaking up a fight.
Okay.
And the Rick's bouncer comes up and starts yelling at my roommate. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? You got to take it up with us. And we're like, fine, we'll take it up with you. So we go over, and they're like, what happened? And we're like, bro, this kid is like tweaking, and he got mad and tried to fight him for no reason, slammed him to the ground. My roommate's like elbows bleeding.
Okay.
And they're like, and they're like, all right, so here's the deal. Because they talked to this kid. They're like, you guys got to apologize or leave. No way are we apologizing. No way. We're men of principle.
Yeah, sure.
So then...
I've been wrong. Did I demand satisfaction?
Like, we didn't need this kid. One kid, he goes, can you just coexist in the space for the rest of the night? And just let it be.
Yeah.
And we're like, of course. You know? Whatever.
We're good guys.
We're not going to bother this kid. If he doesn't bother us, we're cool. And then they're like, this one bouncer who sucks. He's like, you got to apologize. We're like, no, we're not. And he goes, you got to apologize or get the fuck out. So we decide we go, fine, yeah, we'd love to leave.
Yeah, we're out.
This place sucks. And then the bouncer's like, yeah, get the fuck out of here. Pushes me. And that's where I just, I was like,
well, that's uncalled for.
Yeah, and
I actually think that's illegal.
Well, I'm not taking
I don't
court over
I
it.
don't think they're allowed to touch you.
I'll fucking sue you, dude. That's
yeah,
a tough
imagine.
Look. That's a
Yeah,
tough
exactly.
Look.
And so then I like shoved the guy back, and I'm like, "Don't touch me!"
Yeah.
And then I tried to rip down their St. Patty sign, and it just kind of, it was nailed into the wall pretty hard, and it just went. And then they're like, "Yeah, you're banned." So then I leave. We get back. We cool off. We're pretty hot, and then I go. I forgot my jacket. It's like my leather jacket I got in Madrid.
Nice jacket.
Yeah, and that jacket, I go back to get it. The other, like the doorman, they don't care or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just this one bouncer. I sneak
Yeah.
by him, walk in, get my jacket, bump into a friend from Madrid. I'm like, yeah, dude, I got like banned. I'm like, getting out of here. Yeah, and then I leave, and on my way out, I'm on the last stop. I'm like, guys, like, you're banned. You can never come back here. Get out of here. Like, you suck. And I'm like, dude, I don't care. This place sucks. Like, I come here out of a favor for people.
I don't have fun here, but I get dragged. I get dragged.
Here. You know, like this place. I'm like, and from then on, I called it Spineless Rick's.
Nice, dude.
Because they are spineless there.
There's no principle.
There's no principle in that bar. That bar sucks. The music's terrible. Get a new DJ. Like the owner's a really nice guy, and you know, like it's just a dumb basement with like
sticky
overcrowded people who don't like to dance.
There,
Like people don't dance in there. People like no offense to the clientele, but it's like you're not that cool because you're going to Rick's.
Yeah.
Like if you've ever been to a real bar or a real club, you're like, man, like I remember I showed up in sweatpants there once, and someone's like, how are you in sweatpants in a club? And I'm like, if you think this is a club, please.
Rick's.
Yeah, and this person's from like the city of Chicago. I'm like, you haven't even been to like the rite of passage clubs, like Bounce, like your underage juice bars, pretty much. Like if you like Beaumont's, like I'd rather go to Beaumont's or McGee's than Rick's.
Yeah.
And for all the people who know that, they know that's a statement.
Damn.
But yeah. Anyways, yeah, I did Middle of the Line, which is great.
Okay, yeah.
But we are not releasing it because of the political subject of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you had fun making that.
Dude, our big protest scene was filmed on October 8th. Talk about timing.
Talk about cursed timing.
Yeah, but it was so. It's funny.
Did you work on that?
He like read the script early on.
really.
Yeah.
Okay.
Consultant, I guess.
So okay, damn. So October 7th happens.
Yeah.
October 8th. Are you like, guys, we're
Tweaking.
still going through with this?
We
like,
had to. It was the only time we could get
like everything's
20
lined
people
up.
together. It's
Yeah.
our big climactic scene. And one of our actors was on the board of SAFE, and he's like, dude, like, I really don't know if this is the best idea to film today. but I gave you my word. If you need me to film, I will film. And I said, honestly, man, I wish we could push it back, but this movie would never get finished. And
So you do it.
So we shoot it. It goes really well.
Shoot goes well.
We ended up like rewriting the ending too to make it a little more current with the times, but it just I remember watching it back and being like, yeah, we can't put this out.
Right.
A lot of people were concerned, like, I don't want my name on it. So there's even on like the file on my hard drive, there's no credits, nothing.
Yeah.
But we made a movie. Everyone was very proud who worked on it of what they did. We all worked really hard, really hard. Everyone, I was so pleased as like someone heading a project to have all these amazing people just give me their all and really believe in me. A lot of friendships came out of that. A couple came out of that. So shout out.
Nice. That's fun.
Yeah. But everyone got to meet people and do stuff, and like some of the actors started directing things after that. Like everyone is so supportive of each other.
Learning experience.
Exactly.
That's what it's always all
we're in
about.
film school. We're not here like. Yeah, I was like, this is a movie that could be like student Sundance.
Yeah.
And then, because the topic low key could get you there, but only if you make it well.
Yeah.
And one, it just like didn't end up being there, and then two, like that's not the goal.
Right.
The goal is to learn.
Yeah, right.
And we
Get
got
better
that,
as a
and so that was
filmmaker.
great. And then
That's nice.
My Image one that semester, I like barely did anything for. Hannah Dando carried, and like
She always does. She
Like,
always does.
my contribution was I did like half hour a week on like pre-prod stuff, and I let them shoot in my house.
Okay. Nice. Well, that's good producing.
Exactly, and did a couple errands. So that was great.
Locations was like 90%.
It was tough too because I was my movie, MJ was Daffodil, Adela's thesis.
Right.
So like everyone was just busy.
Bro, when's
Busy as
Adela
fuck.
coming on the pod?
Exactly.
She has the open invite. I think I asked her once in Ann Arbor and she didn't want to do it. So I'll ask her again. We'll see.
Yeah, and then second.
I think at one point she said to me, "Why do you have a podcast?"
That's awesome.
I said, "Oh, well, that's a good point."
That should be her opener to you.
I would start the pod on the right foot. Okay, second semester.
But yeah, second semester, I was so busy with volleyball. It was my last season, so I was like, I'm gonna actually not put volleyball to the side for film because this is my last time.
Senior year,
yeah.
last dance.
Dude, my shoulder's so messed up from that because I got injured and played through the entire season. I missed like 2 practices.
Yeah. And you are
I just had
much
to play.
more of a natural athlete than I. My fatal flaw for the last few years of my life is like thinking that I can like perform athletically like somebody that trains hard and like is an athlete. So like I play that amount, but I don't do any of like the hard work required for it, and I just consistently hurt myself.
Yeah, well, I started stretching before lifting.
Nice.
This year, that was huge. I was like really going after it and taking care of myself, and we practiced till like 11:30 p.m. on Thursday, so I wasn't even going out,
just locked in.
Tuesdays, Thursdays at all.
Do you think the shoulder is structural damage, or do you think it's just?
And my dad said like it just because he does shoulder shit. He said you just gotta rest it, stretch it.
Ice.
So hopefully, So I'm gonna ice it today. I mean, it happened 3 months ago. The problem was I played the entire rest of the season on it because I missed the tournament. I was gone spring break, and last dance. And I was the only person in my position that tried out for it that year. And even then, like starting sophomore year, I played every single game. Like I was never benched for a set, maybe one in the past 3 years. Yeah, for like when we just need to get like some freshmen in.
Yeah.
So I was very dedicated to the team, and I love the team so much. Some of my best friends from school.
Nice.
So yeah, and nationals was fun. I mean, we were like top 25. We didn't end up where we wanted to be, but it was cool for like B team. I'm also on the B team. I'm the shortest guy in my position for B teams.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, how tall are you? 6'1"?
Like 6'1" and a quarter.
We'll call it 6'2".
Tinder 6'2". Tinder 6'2".
Okay, nice.
But yeah, and then so I didn't do as many film things as I wanted, and I wanted to really try acting, to build a reel, and to see if I like to do that, and if that's the route I wanted to pursue when I get here.
Cool. And you acted in
I acted in a couple MH things.
Left Behind.
I did act in Left Behind.
Produced
film.
by yours truly.
Yes.
That was our first creative collaboration.
That was so fun. Yeah, we went to
That was a good
Hunter's
time.
Lake. We went to Hunter's house, which is on Lake Michigan up north, and We had the
I
best
had a
time.
grand old time.
I had too much fun. I think I yacked.
Yeah, you ate too many fish and chips.
Dude,
You had
oh
to
my,
have-
that, not even, you know what's even funnier? It was the next night. It was all the Red Bull.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so okay, really quick, we get up north, northern Michigan, my favorite place in the world. That was such an awesome time. Kevin Offer-Ortiz's, debut writing project. Just
Man.
like all these people that I just really liked hanging out with, working on a project up in my favorite place in the world. It was awesome. We get up there. First stop, we stop at a restaurant, the Riverwalk Grill in Elk Rapids.
Yep.
A classic spot in my entire life. I'm like, man, this is such a crazy
Convergence.
collision of worlds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
All my friends from college up here at this place. So we're sitting there, and it was a Friday. It was a Friday night, I think.
Friday,
Maybe
yeah.
a Thursday
Friday
or Friday.
night. All you can eat fish and chips.
And Friday night at Riverwalk Grill is all you can eat fish and chips. And Will looks at me and goes, "Do you think it's really all you can eat?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man." I guess he's like, "I'm doing it." Gets it. First basket down in a second. He's like, "All right, come on, get another
Yeah.
second one down pretty fast."
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna get another one. We're starting to be like, Will, that's a lot of fish, man.
It was
Like,
good fish,
we're not
though.
gonna-
It was
no, it's
good.
high quality.
Dude, I'm trying to
food
get my
at the Riverwalk
creatine up.
Grill.
Like,
Yes.
I'll put it this way: I'm a big eater. That's why I'm eater.
That's why you eat.
Yeah, like I am like a semi-pro eater at this point, and I've done all you can eat. Or like, I remember my friends and I did a bottomless mimosas, and they're like, "Yeah, we have to cap you off at 40." I mean, no one even got
Yeah,
past like
right,
10.
sure.
But we're like, that's not
That's
bottomless.
not all you can
yeah.
eat. So I
like
think,
I haven't
think
like
you
cut
had
off at all you can eat.
4 or 5 baskets
I think I had
of
like
fish and chips.
4.5 baskets of
Yeah.
fish and chips, and the lady was impressed, so that was
Yeah.
good.
You
and
were
I was like,
impressed?
if you guys, it was $18 for one serving
yeah.
and $20 for all you can eat.
Yes.
And the one serving was kind of small.
Yeah, you
So it's
wouldn't have
like
been satisfied
They
off one.
want you to have all you can eat.
So we do that, and then we have to shoot like 4 hours that night. We got some
Oh.
No,
scenes
we
planned.
shot 7. I think.
7 hours that night. Fuck.
We went from
It was a
no,
late night.
we shot 5. We went from like 9 to like 2:30.
2 in the morning. And so one of the scenes that's called for is it was supposed to be a campfire scene, but it was a pretty rainy, blustery night. We couldn't
Yeah.
shoot outside, but we had a fireplace inside.
Yeah.
So we on the fly producing.
Of course.
You know how it goes.
Beautiful
we switched
scene.
to fireplace campfire, and the scene calls for Will to scorch a marshmallow and eat it.
Yeah.
And we had to shoot the scene like 6 or 7 times.
No, 6 or 7 times a setup.
Oh God! you
We
made a
had
lot
like
of money.
we had
Oh,
a pretty
that's true. We
because
had
we
to
had
get a
such
bunch
a
of
rookie
different
crew.
angles.
We had to get a bunch of different angles. Like we were still learning, and there was like it was Kevin's first time directing.
Yeah. So I think after
Oh,
watching
God.
you eat like 20 pieces of fried cod, you must have ate 30
30
or 40
marshmallows.
burnt marshmallows,
my
dude.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there like,
Dude, you were
laughing.
so mad. You were
Was
like,
I mad?
It got to a point where people were like, "Well, you should spit out the marshmallow," and I'm like, "I'm not wasting food. I don't stand for this." And you went, "Well, you are gonna be so sick tomorrow,
Like,
and
we
you're not
need-
gonna be able to
that's what it
film.
was.
You were gonna like ruin this entire movie if you eat another marshmallow."
Well, you're a lead actor, and
Yeah.
and
And I'm like, "Dude, I'm fine. I'm just gonna like."
I know you're.
I was like, "Dude, I'll need like 45 minutes on the bathroom. I'll be good."
Like, dude, I know you're a semi-pro eater, but I don't think anybody can eat 20 pieces of fried cod and 40 burned marshmallows and
be
have
okay
a
the next
fine
day.
stomach. It's midnight. You're not gonna be fine tomorrow.
Dude, and I was so bloated for all the shirtless scenes too. I look terrible. I'm like trying to suck in, and my stomach's just not moving.
Oh, that was such a good time.
Yeah, but oh my god,
and
yeah,
then-
you
and
were
then
having
the
like a
next
whole
morning-
argument that took like 20 minutes of me being like, I was like, I will bleed for this movie. You're like, no one's asking you to.
We don't want you to do
It's
that.
an MN, just
we
like,
don't want you to do
yeah.
that. And then Claire, who works at Red Bull, hooked us up because we had an early morning the next morning
goated for
with
that.
all those crates of Red Bull.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I cooked for
clutch.
the crew.
That was awesome.
That was fun.
That was really fun.
Yeah. Zora came in, helped out. Shout
Zora
out.
was- Man, Zora saved our fucking ass. Zora
Yeah.
Kwasnick saved our ass. For that
Yes.
shoot. But yeah, then just drinking like 6 Red Bulls.
Yeah.
It was like, oh man, it was a good time. Anyways, you wanted to act.
Yes.
Out
And
here.
so I tried that, and what I realized was like, and I also had the stash, dude. I did this.
Yeah.
Glick's wrote a great parody of rom-coms.
Cool.
Oh,
like-
Glick's had a great script.
Great
Nice.
script. It turned out really well. We also, when we shot that thing in like 10 hours over 2 days. It was like 2 5-hour shoots so quick,
Nice.
like 12 pages. Because she would get like 2-3 takes, and she'd like ask her crew, "Is that good?" And they'd be like, "Yeah." She goes, "I've never directed. I'm a math major. You guys,"
right.
she goes, "You guys know what you're doing. I don't. I say, Glix, you really seem like you knew what you were doing, and I think this came together. But I have this stash. I look like I'm like 30. I'm like, stubble, probably hungover.
Yeah.
And the girl playing across from me looked like she was 15. She was so nice. She was great. She was like never acted before.
Sure.
Totally threw herself into this role.
You just didn't
Really
love the
great.
optics of it.
It's not. Oh, I didn't care at the time, and then I watched it. I showed my mom, and we were both like, "Geez," because the viewers who don't know me on here don't know. I was rocking a stash for like 2 years.
The stash was nice. The stash was real nice.
And it was nice. And then in Guatemala this summer, they took my. Oh, I didn't even get to that.
Yeah, I know.
There's so much stuff. We got to do a part 2.
Yeah,
but
we will.
I made a documentary in Guatemala, and on the way back, Guatemalan TSA confiscated my scissors. And I was so mad. I was so mad because they're like TSA friendly, and so like I just lost my main way of trimming it up, and I looked terrible.
That sucks.
But it was great.
You did remind me of when my parents were so stoked that we were shooting that movie there at the house.
Oh, yeah.
They thought it was awesome. I did not tell them that there was a proto-sex scene that was filmed in their bed. That was their bed. So.
No, totally went a ton in that thing.
when they saw the screening, they were like, "We love the movie. Did you plan on telling us that your friends were going to be rolling around?" And I was like, I thought that was funny. Will, we're at an hour 15. Should I set it up to take us home on a little action?
I'm trying to think if there's anything else I should say. Oh, right now here in LA, I'm working on this movie. It's called Loon, Lun, and it's director Rocco Bellic, who's someone who I've always been very close to. He's a mentor to me. He's a family,
Cool.
He's Oscar nominated, Sundance Award winner for documentary.
Shit.
His first narrative feature.
Cool.
It's about a guy who rows across the ocean in the 21-foot rowboat.
Okay, yeah, you told me about that. Okay, cool.
Yeah, and so, it's gonna be sweet.
Hell yeah.
And that's like my unpaid grind gig.
Nice, man.
Yeah, we're looking for financing right now. It's
cool.
Gaining some traction. It's going really well. We're about to do some cool tests. It's
Fuck yeah.
It's gonna be awesome. So
sick.
Viewers, keep Loon on your radar if you're looking for good indie cinema, or watch any of Rocco's documentaries. They're so good.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna take a quick break, set some stuff up, and then we'll close this episode out. Guys, this is very, very exciting stuff here. Hold on, let me just.
It might not be that exciting. I haven't freestyled in 2 years.
Oh, that's awesome.
No, I haven't freestyled in like 6 years.
That don't matter, baby. The people just wants to have some fun, man. People just want to have some fun.
That's right. That's right.
So we got the Young XP in the studio. I told you a year ago when the podcast started that when you came on this show, you were gonna have to freestyle.
I know.
Young XP was gonna have to spit some bars.
I know. I've had a year to prepare and I haven't done anything.
Perfectly in line with what this show is all about.
Should I spoil real freestyles for like the audience? How they really are?
Yeah, let's get a peek into how the song's just made.
A real freestyle you'll see on like Funk Flex, whatever.
Yeah.
The rapper has a verse and might know the beat, might not, but they have what they're gonna say memorized, so they can just go and spit. And it's more about like execution live, than like coming up with stuff off the dome.
Yeah.
Exceptions like Lil Wayne, Juice WRLD, people who could do it for an hour. That's a different machine.
Those people are just have insane brains.
Exactly. And I do not have one of those.
Yeah.
So, and I did not prepare a verse, but we're going to have some fun.
This is awesome, man.
I'm so excited.
This is the Hunter Davidson Radio Hour Young XP Freestyle.
Yep.
Let's get into it. Let me know how your headphones are.
They're good. Yeah. Yeah. YOUNGXP. I'm out here with Hunter Davidson, more like David seeing how we come up in the stew. It go crazily every time we up in the club, get hazily faded. Oh my god, this dude's going so crazy. Never even seen somebody so jaded. Waited, I didn't even know how he made it. Yeah. Every weekend it's a movie. Good thing I studied that at Michigan. I don't even know, man. when I'ma go and see this guy I know. His name is Tish again. Yeah. Shout out my boys from the town. Yeah, we going super up. We so royal, give us crowns. Now everybody knows that we funny, no clown. And yeah, I be making it big. Trying to stack all of my. I don't swear when I rap, cause I know my mom gonna hear this. I don't even want to disappoint her. I'm just out here trying to make it big, do my thing, and everybody knows that I'm my voice sounds weird cause this ain't my vocal mix. Every time I play a game it gets like tricks. No rabbit, but I'm still fast. Never the last one to class. Went to the hat store, bought a hat.
Well,
yeah.
Thank you for that.
Thank you for having me on. Long time coming.
Listen again.
It was a long time coming.
Yeah.
This was a lot of fun, and I don't want to peel back the curtain too much, but obviously you guys will be on the show very, very soon.
Yeah, because we haven't even gotten into my international explorations.
Yeah, and we might have to touch on that in the
that's a
in the
whole
1 year,
episode and a
the
half.
1 year anniversary episode, which is happening. It's being recorded right now.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I'm gonna cut this record, and I might just have to transfer over that video. So we might have to take a quick break.
Perfect.
But then we'll
Great,
be back.
I have to pee.
Yeah. We'll refresh, and I love you guys. It was so fun to have Will on the show. We're so happy to be back. We're gonna have a fun summer here on the program.
Yes,
Dude,
we are.
Fun life.
Yeah,
We ain't temps.
fun life. All right, guys.
Man.